Well, hey guys, Chuck, House of Mopar. Welcome back. We are going to go dyno the engine for the Illinois Storm. As I may have told you before, I don't know at this point. It's a 470. I bought a quick recap here. I bought a short block, which is about 2 years ago in my life. I don't know how many years from whenever you're going to see this video. It came with fully assembled. Don, the machinist, Mopar guy, race car driver, he assembled it for me, the short block, and then the following summer I spent buying a set of Indy Easy One heads, an Indy intake, and a Dominator carb. I think it's a Holly I got on there, 1050 CFM. The cam, 692 lift total, 325 I believe at 50, something like that. And I shoot the Storm down the track pretty well. I'm just gonna go say, I would think in the low to mid 600 horse range this thing ought to be. What's weird is, for me right now, is the fact that I am still a year out from even attempting to take this car down the track, and I'm still a couple months away from, in my time frame, telling you that I even own the car, because look, yeah, that's where I'm at. So if you can remember back to when I was working on the Coronet, I really wonder what it's going to be like when you see this video. I hope I'm driving the damn thing. Should be. Yeah, so the Coronet slowed everything down. I didn't plan on owning a Coronet or it taking so darn long to paint. So yeah, I wonder what color paint job I did on that thing. Yeah, I don't know. Because I suspect by when this engine goes into the Storm, it'll be many months in my future. So anyway, weird, huh? So we're gonna go down and meet Don. Steve is his buddy. Steve is a Pontiac or old race car, you know, he races too. I don't remember which one. He set the dyno up, I think, did a lot of work setting it up for Don, then he runs it. So anyway, let's go meet Don, take a look. Okay.
Flashback.
Don's got the motor on the dyno. We're gonna see what she's gonna do, but I didn't bring the distributor, and he needs two filters, a good one and a shitty one. So they'll get the engine up to temp with the shitty filter and then run it on the good filter. So anyway, let me go in there and we'll take a look at this thing on the it's all set up, I guess.
Want to run them on
Yeah, I wondered. In fact, I had to go, yeah.
the short ones, I've seen what they flow. It's way less gallons per hour.
Is that right? Yeah. Are these 2-inch primary tubes on this?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd Steve end up being your dyno master?
Well, he did most of the installation. I mean, actually,
Okay.
he installed it and supplied a lot of some of the stuff for the dyno.
End of flashback.
You have to airdrop me your Buick, that picture of that, so I can show these guys. This is Steve. He's the master here.
Oh, I don't know about the master, but
He's got a 70 Buick GS. It looks like a 70, 72, 940s. Ran 920s before you painted it.
yeah, before I added the weight to it.
540 cubic inch Buick motor. I said I had a Dominator. It's not a Dominator. I think it is a quick fuel though. Yeah, it is whatever. It's not a Dominator.
Yeah, quick
whatever.
fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not done.
Anyway, I gotta stand out of the way here for a minute. There's Don.
No.
Stay out of the way.
Yeah.
What's up, Don?
Oh.
Are we happy?
Sure.
Whatever I say.
Why don't we take one out over here?
I was just seeing if it was right.
Okay. Good.
No leaks.
Good.
All right, let me set this up. Okay, my job is to stay the F out of the way mostly. And anyway, so they're gonna run it first, put some heat in the motor, and then we put a shitty filter on it. and that will filter out, you know, it'll filter, but it'll do a shitty job of it, I guess. Anyway, change the filter then and see what happens.
Oh.
So what are we just warming up to 160 or so, and then
160 and let it soak the rest of a minute.
And we'll shut it off.
Shut it off.
right?
Let it so
They're doing pretty good. The front's a little cool because they're getting probably a little more fuel right now.
Now, so I see the EDTs. Where's like the oil and stuff, temperature?
Oil pressure.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we don't have the sensor for the oil temperature. Water temperature is right here.
Okay.
What's your pretty spot on there?
Yeah.
Well, it's warm in here now. So what do we get to, about 130 or what I see on there?
Yeah, it's 140.
140.
I shut it off.
DTS. Don mentioned earlier that to me years ago that you get the horsepower you see and the weight of the cars. This is a fairly accurate dyno. What you see is what you get. Now, as far as setting
it's
the
conservative compared to most.
okay.
A guy up the street has a different brand. His is conservative too.
Okay.
They call it a heartbreaker.
A what? A heartbreaker?
Yeah,
Because nobody makes less power than they thought, right?
Yeah. Well, they get the real power. You know,
Exactly.
so,
Exactly.
yeah. Sometimes we think we ought to make people happier. But we don't want to do that. We want to make them accurate.
Happy or accurate? You can't have both. Oh, you can.
No, you can't have both.
How much money do you want to spend, I suppose? Well, yeah, there is no happy medium, is there?
No.
You spend that money and you're still not happy. So where's the level on these carbs? I can't even see. I didn't bring my flashlight.
Should be right there.
Yeah. Zero filter. Now, do you think there was some little bit of crap that was in that?
Oh, yeah, I'll get them
Yeah.
first fire. That's why.
Yeah, off
Changing
cylinder
off
walls
cylinder
or
walls.
rings.
break
Sure.
in.
You ran it maybe 5 minutes, Steve? Rough,
Yeah,
maybe 10.
10 probably. Line, you mean?
Yeah.
What ship do we have in it, you know? What did we do last?
Well, it's just whatever we got it set at. What do we want it set at?
What did we do, Robbie's last?
Yeah.
So it's all.
Looking for 34 total.
Yeah, that's what kind of should. It was still making power.
653 at 6,300, 6,400, huh? That was quick. I don't know what I was expecting.
Yeah,
A happy ending, I think. No. It went fast.
It was still going up.
Yeah. 538 torque, do I see? Where did it?
Torque was 550.
Yeah.
551 up there pretty high where the torque is though.
Yeah, but it made 500.
Yeah,
4,000.
500 down at the bottom. Yeah, yeah.
We're looking for a part number on the head. We're not sure how many cc's this is. I'm not right now.
What rocker was that?
It's a Harlan Sharp. It's a 1.5, I think, right?
Okay, and they were for
Oh, what's this?
standard 440 head? They weren't real offset or anything, were they?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah. That would be like an easy one.
It is.
Use a standard. After that, you have to use a 440.
Right, right. That was a big reason for doing it this way, I guess.
I don't know what the X, why they got an X under there, if that means anything.
Okay. 653, it's 6,400. We're gonna go to 7 and maybe try a jet change.
Well, or how high you gonna go?
I was gonna go to
72?
7. It'd be about 72 on here.
Okay.
Start falling off a little bit.
Yeah, it did. Right in here it started
About
falling off, didn't it?
6,600. Yeah.
Yeah. About 6,500. Yeah. Which probably the heads, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably limited there.
We could try going down on the jet once if you want. I mean,
Sure. Let's see what it does.
Yeah.
The whole idea with the heads was at 60-foot time. They're not as big. Could make more horsepower, I suppose. Is
well,
what I've been
I
told.
think it's a good head for what you're doing.
For what it is, yeah.
Well, I think
for
it'll make
me,
a decent
Yeah.
power.
yeah.
For what it
Yeah,
is.
and I mean,
4150
you
carburetor.
get, you get into the bracket racing, the 10-second cars where you want to really be,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, if that's what you're planning on doing.
That's the
Dominator
idea.
might pick it up. I don't know.
Yeah,
You
a
know,
bigger carburetor might pick it up.
Doing 4 jet change or 4 going down 4, I guess. Is that what you said down? Yeah.
We have to see what we got.
So what was in the back? A 94?
94.
And you're going to a 90?
90.
And the front, what were in the fronts down before? 87, 83.
Is that right? That don't sound right. No, we went to 84s. I didn't have an 83. So we went down 3 in the front.
Okay.
and 4. It actually picked up and it was still pulling, making decent power.
decent power down there, yeah.
Yeah,
Lost a little bit, but
it fell off right here.
yeah,
I
it kind of
heard it.
hesitated a hair.
Yeah,
Yeah, for whatever reason.
yeah.
What do you think that is? That's twice. Or she,
Oh, it did it last time too?
yeah,
A little bit,
through
just a
here.
little bit, right? It
Hesitates up
just
through
kind of
there.
gets to that point and then it pulls on. I don't know.
Gonna add 2 degrees of time to 38.
36.
I think it was 36. I might be wrong.
34, but we'll see.
We'll see in a minute, won't we?
When I asked him, he said 34. I wrote it down.
Okay, several days later, actually, because this is the third time I'm doing this ending for this video. I've been having trouble with my video. I actually had that clip of when we added 2 degrees of timing, and it's not working. I've been having trouble with my software that I don't pay for, but you know, I guess it's been a good software, but I guess you get what you pay for. So thanks, Steve. What'd you guys think of Steve? He's a Buick guy. He's got that. It's a 72 GS Buick, but he has a fiberglass front clip, so it looks like a 70. So that's cool. I did see it. He said he was running 920s till, I think he said till he painted it, and he lost 2/10. But anyway, fast car, 920 to 940. Pretty fast, 540 cubic inch Buick engine. So the last pull, we lost some horsepower. We'll look at it over there in a minute. It didn't like 36 degrees total. So I got greasy gloves and stuff on top of stuff that's supposed to get painted. Anyway, yeah, it lost it. So it likes 34. If we'd gone down one more jet, maybe it would have made really much difference, but it wouldn't have hurt. They went down 3 on the fronts. So the motor, as I've said before, here it is. I got it in here and didn't drop it. This is Don's stand. I actually have one coming. I had one here in the first place, but yeah, whatever. They didn't, it was reboxed and they didn't send all the parts. So Indy Easy One has their 75cc chamber. This is Indy's intake. And when you do these motors with Indy stuff, you got to put this top plate on, okay? It's a 1050 quick fuel carb and just plain old MSD. Like I said, I had bought this before for a pretty good price. And like I've said before, when you buy stuff in the past and then you want it, when you get to the project, it's already paid for. It's like Christmas. The mileage and stuff, external oil. Yeah, I had to wait a while for that to be done. That was, like I said, 2 years ago, and it was a hangover from COVID. Now, I did not know this block had an external oil pickup for oiling the, it provides additional oil to 5 and 6. Don says this was done, at least in this area, you know, in time past. Everybody got away from it. What you normally do is drill out the galleries for 5 and 6. So you're keeping your oil in the heads, but you're keeping oil down there. Best I can explain it. So anyway, the only downside of this is your oil pressure sender is right there, and it's always getting oil, right? Because it's just all right there. Anyway, so yeah, we made 681 horsepower, and I forget the torque, but it was really quite good. 650 is what I was hoping for. So the first pull, we 34 degrees, the front and rear main jets. Just went to the 6300 64, made 653 and 550 torque. Okay, 55 and 6300. This is basically your air fuel ratio, guys. Okay, if you can see that well enough. You want something in the low to mid 4s, so you can see she's running rich the whole time, richer. The next pull, we're going to give her another shot. We're going to take her up to 7. Looks like we made just over 7. She made 671 and 564 torque. The torque curve came on down. It was 5,300 and at 564, 53. The last one was 551 at 5,500. But as you see, we'll look at the how flat the torque curve is when we get to it. Now we jetted it down, went on up to 7, and made 681 at 6,400, and still about the same torque at about 5,300. All right, she starts getting low in here. You can hear it in the dyno pull. I only included one dyno pull in the video, and it picks back up. This could be what they call reversion. Okay, it's basically where the pulse of the exhaust gas goes into the cylinder a little bit, or into the intake. Worst case, you actually see soot, I guess, at the base of the carb. That's worst case. It usually happens at a lower RPM. I don't know. They didn't know. We didn't talk about it a lot. Could have been sussed out, I suppose, but my buddy talked to my buddy Tom, and it was not, something new to him, and he says it's hard to say, and even maybe changing a valve might take care of it. Anyway, so we went on up to 36 degrees. She did not like it at all. And once again, actually, there's shows 7,300. I think we were going to go a little higher that time. But yeah, so whatever. We lost a little bit. It's the way it goes. So she likes 34 degrees and to be leaned out. Tom, my buddy, the racer, he said, asked me again what I'm taking in. He asked about the cam. The cam, guys, I had it wrong. It's 692 lift. It's a solid roller cam, but it actually is a 288 at 50 on the duration. So anyway, yeah, he said 680, and we hit 681, so good on you, Tom. Anyway, I think I got everything. Again, the dyno pulls were rather benign, if you will. I was used to, I've seen one with the Cornet satellite when we did that, and with open headers, it's quite dramatic. This one was quiet. Don's got big old mufflers on his deal back there. And yeah, it's almost like a muscle car making noise. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Yeah, we'll get to this eventually. Thought it was going to be this spring. I thought it was going to be last spring. Anyway, keep you updated. Talk to you soon. See ya.